Alma, sitting beside Zarab, watches in growing dread as the match begins. Within seconds, the nightmare lands a devastating punch, sending Yuri sprawling. His mouth guard skids across the ring. The crowd roars, convinced the fight is over. Zarab grins, basking in what he believes is Yuri's defeat. But then, Yuri stirs. His fingers twitch. Against all odds, he begins to rise. Every movement is excruciating, but when his eyes find Alma's, her fear turns into his strength. Zarab's smug expression only fuels Yuri's resolve. The nightmare charges, unleashing a brutal barrage. Yuri absorbs each hit, refusing to collapse. Pain ripples through his body, yet his technique sharpens with each second. Finally, he sees an opening. Yuri counters with a punishing series of strikes to the nightmare's torso, the sound of each impact echoing through the crowd. Staggered and disoriented, the nightmare falters. Seizing the moment, Yuri tackles him to the mat and locks him in a powerful submission hold. The nightmare thrashes, but Yuri's grip is unbreakable. With a final surge, he tightens the hold. The nightmare taps out. The referee calls the match, and the arena erupts into chaos. Yuri collapses, his body broken but his spirit intact. Alma looks on in awe, overcome with emotion. In this defining moment, Yuri proves that no opponent, no matter how overwhelming, can break his will. But victory is short-lived. As Yuri exits the ring, Zarab's men ambush him with batons. He catches a glimpse of Zarab dragging Alma away but is too beaten to help. Bloodied and unconscious, Yuri collapses, prompting Alma to scream in terror, believing he's dead. Panic spreads and the crowd floods the exits, convinced a police raid is underway. Yuri, despite his injuries, regains consciousness. Fueled by rage, he takes down the guards, but not before one of them shoots him. Hearing the commotion, Zarab grabs a gun and tries to flee with Alma. Injured but undeterred, Yuri gives chase, exchanging gunfire and sustaining more wounds along the way. He finally intercepts Zarab just as the crime boss reaches his getaway vehicle. In the aftermath, Yuri and Alma are left alone. She pleads with him to get medical attention, but he refuses, focused only on what matters most. He asks her the question that's haunted him. Can she ever forgive him? Though he longs for her answer, he doesn't wait. Knowing he must pay for his past, Yuri surrenders to the authorities. Once again, he is imprisoned in Black Hills Penitentiary. 6 months pass before Alma visits. She apologizes for staying away so long, admitting she needed time to process everything. At first, anger consumed her, but Yuri's actions proved to her that goodness still exists, even in the darkest places. With gratitude and emotion, she thanks him for restoring her sense of freedom and dignity. And finally, she speaks the words he's waited so long to hear. I forgive you. With those words, Yuri Boyka's long and painful journey finds its temporary end. But the saga may not be over. Hints from the filmmakers suggest more chapters to come, leaving fans eager to see where Yuri's path will lead next.